We all know that a balanced diet is really important to being healthy, whether it be physical or emotional health. And when it comes to pregnancy, it's one of the most crucial parts. We all read back in middle school about what a balanced diet chart should look like, but things get a bit more complicated if you're a vegan. There will be lots of do's and don'ts, specifically with the food you eat. So stick around to the end because I'm going to discuss everything in detail about the complications, including how and what food to eat, and have a lot of suggestions to get a proper vegan balanced diet for you and your little one. I know you've heard of vegan diets. Some might even confuse it with a vegetarian diet. To set the record straight, if someone is on a vegan diet, that person refrains from eating animal protein and animal products. On the other hand, if a person is on a vegetarian diet, they also refrain from eating animal protein or meat, but may consume some animal products like eggs and milk. These are not the only diets that a person might follow in their lifestyle, but today we're going to talk more about vegan diets or plant-based diets. I will talk about the benefits of choosing this diet and the pros and cons of being on a vegan diet during pregnancy as we move on with the video. It might not sound very ideal for some people out there, I know, we all love some meat from time to time, but being on a vegan diet can help reduce your chances of obesity, hypertension, and heart disease. It's all good news, right? But that is not entirely the case if you're pregnant. To be honest, a plant-based diet is obviously clean, but there are specific nutrients that a pregnant woman needs. Sadly, some of these nutrients do not come from plants, but I have good news. If you're a fan of the vegan diet or really believe in its power, then you can personalize and plan it so that it will still be beneficial for you even when you're breastfeeding or pregnant. When you include lots of vegetables and fruit in your diet while you're pregnant, it might reduce the risk of your baby having childhood diseases such as asthma and eczema. Now let me tell you about the other benefits of this diet, even if you are pregnant. Note that you must still consult with your doctor and plan these diets well, as they will be sufficient only when your body and your baby receive all the nutrients they need. You can avoid having gestational diabetes or high blood sugars since a vegan diet can give you more fiber with low sugar and fat. Pregnant women usually gain more weight, but with the help of a vegan diet, you can avoid that excess fat. You can also potentially lower your risk of having preeclampsia. This is a common pregnancy complication that is caused by high blood pressure or rapid weight gain. There was even a review of medical records revealing that out of 775 vegan pregnant women, only one developed preeclampsia. Note that all of the 775 mothers received prenatal care and accompanied vitamins with their diet. There is a chance to reduce the risk of neural tube defects. These are the birth defects of the spine or brain. Nitrates can be avoided if you consume plant-based foods because of their main sources are fish and meat. One of the few things that some people do not like about vegan diets is the possibility that a person may lack some essential nutrients. People have been critical about this aspect because it might be dangerous for some life stages like pregnancy. Now, I am going to talk about some of the cons of being on a vegan diet while you're carrying an unborn child. It is true that a vegan diet lacks some nutrients, including iron, vitamin B12, zinc, protein, omega-3 fats, iodine, and calcium. Although some of the plants can offer these nutrients, it is sometimes insufficient because if you're pregnant, your body needs different things. It's also important that you know what to eat when you're pregnant. B12 is rare to come by in plant foods, so it is advisable that you take the right prenatal supplements, but you might want to consider adding nutritional yeast to your food. You can get iron from some plant foods like dried fruits, nuts, seeds, beans, dark green vegetables, wholemeal bread, apricots, and fortified breakfast cereal. Zinc and iodine are definitely in your prenatal supplements. Kale, spinach, collard greens, pulses like lentil, white and brown bread, calcium-set tofu, sesame seeds, and tahini can help you get your needed calcium. Healthy omega-3 fats can be found in edamame, walnuts, and chia seeds. A daily intake of 70 grams of protein is essential for a pregnant woman. This must be followed in the second and third trimesters. You can get your protein from plant foods, including whole grains, vegetables, tofu, and beans. You should also include fortified foods in your diet. You can find it in unsweetened soya milk or in plant milk alternatives in cereal. There are some risks if you are not able to get all the nutrients that you need during your pregnancy, such as low birth weight, miscarriage, or other birth defects. On a positive note, mothers that have decided to choose a vegan diet during their pregnancy may lessen the risk of cesarean section and postpartum depression. Of course, taking care of your body during this stage of life is not only beneficial for your baby, but for you as well. You can maintain your vegan diet as balanced and as healthy as possible if you're going to monitor your nutrition intake. I've already mentioned the specific plant food that you might take to still have sufficient nutrients. When cooking your food, I also suggest that you use cast iron pans, as this will increase your absorption of specific nutrients. Your body and health are more sensitive when you're pregnant. Besides all meat and animal products that you will not consume if you're on a vegan diet, you should also avoid some other foods. This one is a no-brainer, and of course, you need to avoid alcohol. A sip here and there, or if there is a specific occasion, will not really harm the baby, but you should not be taking any risks. Better to be sure than sorry. Limiting your caffeine intake is also advisable. A cup of coffee saves the day, but experts say that you can only take as much as 200 to 300 milligrams of caffeine per day while you're pregnant. So yes, you can use that 1 cup to brighten your day. Overly processed food is not healthy for anyone, and pregnant women should be on the lookout for this. You should know that mock meat, plant-based pastries, and vegan cheeses are processed, have additives, and packed with sugar. You can eat those, but not frequently. Refrain from eating large amounts of these foods. Besides taking prenatal supplements, you can also consider taking some other supplements because the prenatal supplements do not offer enough omega-3, vitamin B12, and choline. You can always ask your doctor about their recommendations. It's also important that you will not follow restrictive vegan diets such as raw vegan and fruitarian. You have a lot of restrictions as it is, so you do not want to reduce your nutrient intake any further. Now, if you ask me if a vegan diet is advisable during pregnancy, I would say yes, but you should really be careful in planning your plant-based diet. It also offers a lot of benefits for you and your baby. It's just necessary that you do not lack any of the necessary nutrients I have talked about, as it may put you at some risk. I will not get tired of reminding you about taking supplements because they will provide you with the nutrients that plant foods might not give you. You should also ask your doctor first before starting any kind of diet. They might actually refer you to a dietitian that specializes in plant-based diets. In that case, you do not have to worry about planning your meals. Your diet will be more personalized and will include foods that your body readily needs. It's a good sign if you're still here with me at this part of the video, because it shows that you really want to be aware of what you should or should not do during this stage of your life. Or maybe you're not pregnant, but are looking out for someone who is. Then I hope this video helped you. If you still have any questions that I was not able to address, feel free to ask your doctor about it, or you can comment on it down below. If you want to see more videos like this one, then subscribe to this channel, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. See you at my next one!